This is why always in yoga, Brahmamuhurtam you should be up. It's always important to wake up before the sun comes up, because see, the greatest predicament that a human being faces and the greatest tragedy that human beings are going through and the greatest struggle that all humans seem to be toiling with is just this. Their sensory perception gives one-sided perception. If you see this, you can't see this. If you see light, you can't see darkness. If you hear sound, you can't hear silence. So, life becomes a heap of opposites or contradictions. Trying to wade their way through these contradictions, how much suffering, unbelievable. How much confusion, how much struggle. If this nearly 8 billion people, if you document what kind of suffering they're going through in 1 year or in 1 day, just 1 day, it's enough for eternity. All this is simply because they have misunderstood instruments of survival or as instruments of knowing. You must know which is light and which is darkness if you want to walk through this. You must know which is man, which is woman if you have to operate in the world. So these differences are very one-sided because between light and darkness, you think they are two different worlds because it looks like that. The day looks like one kind of world, this planet looks different during the day. During the night, it's a completely different world, but it is not, it's the same world. I think you get that point during twilight to some extent. This is why it's always important to wake up before the sun comes up, because you don't have to do anything. If you're just alert and looking, slowly the perception will go into you. This is why always in yoga, Brahmamuhurtam you should be up because twilight starts then. In twilight, if you're awake, you perceive that the differences that you have made out in your mind because of misperceptions of senses that you have settles within you. When that happens? When?
Brahma Muhurtam, the time to become Brahma or creator. Sadhguru says the last quarter of the night before sunrise is called Brahma Muhurtam. It's anywhere between 3:30 am to 5:30 or 6 am, depending on the time of sunrise. Usually 3:40 am is the time when you need to be awake. This time offers the possibility to become the Brahma or creator and to make yourself the way you want to be. What is the importance and how can we absorb the maximum energy during that time? What happens during Brahma Muhurtam? The nature of the planet's relationship with the sun and moon is such that certain physiological changes happen in the human system at this time. Medical science has even discovered that waste products in your body, like even your urine, have specific properties at that time of the day that they do not have at any other time. There is substantial research into this. The entire body during Brahma Muhurtam is in a certain conducive atmosphere, and there is a natural production of what is called as melatonin, which is a secretion of pineal gland. We want to make use of this because the pineal gland is secreting at its maximum during Brahma Muhurtam, which means you can stabilize. In modern medicine, melatonin is seen as a mood stabilizer. Activation of the pineal gland can create a sense of ecstasy and pleasure beyond anything a person would otherwise know. Pineal gland secretion is associated with opening up of third eye. Being in a state of ease happens naturally during Brahma Muhurta. So what shall we do during Brahma Muhurtam for maximum benefit? At this time, people must wake up and do their spiritual process or sadhana so that they can get the most benefit out of it. You must do the practices that you are initiated into by your master. Brahma Muhurtam means the time of Creator. It is the time when you can create yourself. You become the Brahma in the morning, so you can make yourself the way you want yourself to be.